Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are well. We are from Eden English School and today we are going to discuss on the topic democracy. Okay, so democracy, that means what is democracy, nature of democracy, example of democracy, and democracy have good habits, yeah, bad habits, and ultimately features of the democracy we try to know. So first things, we try to know what is democracy. So dictionary definition in the dictionary definition, democracy is government by the people in which the supreme power is vested in the people. That means democracy mention the supreme power is vested in the people and exercised directly by them or by their elected agents under a free electoral system. Just keep in mind, free electoral system, that means this election would be free and fair, okay, not illegal, not unethical election. It would be must free and fair election, and that through this process our common people would be choose their elected leader, elected agent who represent them. So this is the dictionary definition of our democracy. And according to our, in the phase of Abraham Lincoln, who was the famous president of America, according to Abraham Lincoln, democracy is a government. Democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. That means democracy is like a government, and this government would be work of the people, by the people, and for the people. That means every work would be done behave of the common people. So this is the democracy, okay. The and we can say the ultimate power holder of the democracy is the common people. That means all power is vested on the common people. They choose their leader, they elected their leader, and this leader would be represent their common people. That means every elected leader also be a representative of the common people. So next, the nature of the democracy, okay. Nature of the democracy mainly two types of democracy we have seen. Mainly two types of democracy: one direct democracy and another indirect democracy. Direct democracy and indirect democracy. Direct democracy, just example of the direct democracy, Switzerland is the example of direct democracy, okay. That means every people they can participate to take any kinds of decision. That means directly involve the common people of the Switzerland. So this country is going through the direct democracy. And indirect democracy, example of the indirect democracy, India, okay. Our country is indirect democracy, not direct democracy. That means we just choose our leader through voting process, and this leader represent us in the parliament. So every decision would be taken by this leader, not the common people. The common people choose the leader, and this leader represent those areas of the peoples in the constitution. If he work good for the common people, then after 5 years he again elected. If they work bad for the common people, that time he would not be elected, he can be changed by the people. That means the elected leader would be changed by the people. The ultimate holder of the power is vested in the hands of the people. And direct democracies, in example of Switzerland, there every people should participate to make any kinds of decision. And indirect democracy, example of India, there we choose our leader, and our leader represent us in the parliament. So is it clear? I hope is it clear. It is clear. So next, democracy is good. Yeah, democracy is bad. Democracy have two types, two side. Okay, there one side is good, another side is bad. Some good side, that means ultimate power holder of the public. That means here have not no any kinds of autocracy. No one persons who can take ultimate decision here. Mainly every decision should be taken by public, we can say, as well as also public is the control of the leader. Bad side of the democracy, this process would be lengthiest. That means any kinds of decision, any kinds of bill, it would be to publish, to take many time. So this democracy would be lengthiest process. So this is the good and bad side. Now features of the democracy. The democracy have some features. One of them, rule of law and equality before law. That means every person in the democracy should be under the law, abide by the law. That means no one people's above the law. Every people under the law, and all people equally treated by law. No one above the law. Maybe he can also prime minister as well as also. So every people should be treated as a common people, and every people abide by the law. So rule of law, this concept was first delivered by the A.B. Dickey, a prominent jurist of British. And rule of law, that means ultimate law is the ultimate power of our democracy, we can say also. That means everything would be abide by law. No one above the law. No can anybody can say I am the I am not under the law. We cannot say. Every person is abide by the law. Then election, just before some times ago we have seen election would be must free and fair election. That means free and fair election. That means no illegal, no unethical election should be counted in the democracy. Free and fair election, that means every people should to give his voting right, and he can choose his leader. Okay, so election would be always free and fair. Then freedom is the one of the most important features among some features of democracy. And freedom is the, without freedom we cannot live. No one live without freedom. So freedom is the very important concept of our democracy. Okay, we have freedom. So some freedoms, but this is not absolute freedom. We have freedom, but under the law. This freedom also under the law. We cannot say we enjoy the absolute freedom, and if we enjoy the absolute freedom, that time someone would be affected. That means if I in my house just we bring one DJ box and just run it high on the high volume, that this is my freedom, we can do it, but this would be effective for our neighborhood, so we cannot do this. So this freedom also abide by the law. Okay, then majority, we are know that majority electoral party would be rule in our democracy. Okay, this is the clear concept, majority party. Okay, majority party rule in our democracy. Then human rights, we have human rights. Okay, fundamental rights, fundamental duty, and we bring one next video where we discuss the in detail human rights as well as also fundamental duty. And next, responsibility. This is one of the another important concept in our democracy. Responsibility is the very important thing in our democracy, because all the electoral member is the responsible to their common people. That means who choose the leader and who would be responsible to the common people. So responsibility is the very important things in our democracy. Without responsibility we cannot run our democracy. So every elected member should be responsible on behalf of his common people. Okay, so just we try to discuss the some concept of the democracy. I hope it would be clear for everyone. So thank you for today. Thank you.